Yo, what is up, everybody? You know what's poppin', man. It's the King Hitman here. And to celebrate, like today, the movie comes out, right? As I'm recording this video, the movie is going to release to celebrate the new Dragon Ball superhero movie. I figured, you know what? Goku got two kids, right? Might as well take them into like difficult content. I just slapped the team together. I felt like representing Gohan, adult Gohan's different like forms would be a good take on it, right? And then I of course threw a couple Gotens on there for the sake of like the Sun family. So I really I don't know how some of these units look on a 170 team. Like I haven't used Future Gohan on a full 170 team too much. I have not used this STR Goten too much at all, like ever. Like I used to use them in extreme Z areas, but outside he's on. Oh, I didn't even. He's only SA10, so that's gonna take away from his performance, right? He's only SA10. I was talking about Future Gohan, STR Ultimate Gohan. This is my first time I think using him with Link level 10s. Am I tripping? This might be my first time using him full Link level 10s. This guy right here, I have high hopes for him because he is an amazing unit. So I hope he looks good on this team. 123k defense for that Super Saiyan 3 Gohan. So if I remember correctly, I know his passive is orb based. Yeah, it is 5 orbs. Perfect. So he gets an additional 30% attack and defense with 3 orbs, crit chance with 5 orbs, and then damage reduction with 7 orbs. We don't need damage reduction, bro. We're chilling, right? What's his defense now? 137k. My guy, he's crazy. He's gonna be building up. He has mitigation. He is really, really good. He is one of the more underrated EZAs of. It's just his teams. Like, yeah, he's on Goku family, but he doesn't like. I don't know. You don't scroll past him and be like, him right there, perfect. Especially with stuff like the red zone coming out, right? So you can pass over him. He's one of those units in your box. You're not looking for him a lot of the time. And then his 3 million attack stat don't like with the crit chance. That's a decent attack stat. With his level of defense, it is. But the red zone, I don't know that he's ready for that level of content. Infinite Dragon Ball History, God event, Super Battle Road, right? Like those events are really good for that guy. Now, actually, you know what? I want to talk about the movie. I'm tired of messing around. That's why I made this video anyway. I want to talk about the movie. I, of course, am American. I do not speak Japanese. I cannot read kanji. So I'm just waiting for it to come out in sub. Like if the instant it comes out in clear sub, I don't know that I'm gonna like. If there's a guy with a camera in the movie theater recording the movie, I don't know that I'm gonna be on there. Also, if you don't know and if you do care, and you've made it this far in the video, you might as well like. You feel me? Appreciate it since I'm giving you a heads up on a way to watch the movie. Cough, cough. Last time when the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie came out, people got real creative on how to watch it. They were posting it on the hub. They didn't I can't say it with a straight face. They didn't really like lack creativity. People were quick and to the point. So yeah, if you care about that, hey, by all means, bro. If you're trying to watch the movie ASAP, who knows? They might do it again. There might be a link all over Twitter for people who want to watch it that way. I don't know what people are trying to do. Whatever it takes, right? Hey, Dragon Balls for any means, man, or by any means, for the love of Dragon Ball. But yeah, so with the movie coming out, of course, Gohan, we expect him to get a new form. I'm sure it'll be splattered all over the internet once people, like within the next 12 hours of me recording this. I'm the type of person, I'm big on not getting stuff spoiled, but I'm also not naive. I know if I don't see it within the first day or two, it's likely, unless I can find a way to block it out on Twitter, it's gonna get spoiled. And with this, I can't really avoid it because I need it for the sake of content and like understanding what's going on anyway. So if I could see the movie right now and understand what's going on, I would. But give it some time. It's gonna come into North America. I think they said early August, something like that. So only time will tell, right? But by then, of course, I'll be spoiled. I'm not naive. I'm not, like I said. All right, now Gohan here, 153 KT. Really, I'm kind of surprised. I feel like I've usually seen him higher than that. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, because he gets 70% attack and defense when super attacking. Yeah, so his defense is gonna get high. He's gonna get over. Is he gonna get over 200k? Yeah, he's gonna get over 200k, and he is gonna have 30% mitigation. All right, so keep that in mind with this guy. He won't take too much right here. He'll probably take like 60k. Oh no, never 25. Perfect. So yeah, with the, I think Gohan's new form. Uh, I want it to just be a level above Ultimate Gohan, but technically Ultimate Gohan is not this right here. This STR Ultimate Gohan. This is not a transformation in the story and Goku and Gohan's life. That is not a transformation. That's Gohan with all of his potential unlocked in his base form. We see the the bang fall down on the top of his head, and we say, "Oh, he transformed into Ultimate." Technically, he's not supposed to do that. Like in the Buu saga, that's not really what that was. Like Gohan was Ultimate Gohan for pretty much the rest of the Buu saga, if I remember correctly. So whenever you see that bang fall down, like yeah, it's indicative that he's now Ultimate Gohan, but he's supposed to be that way all the time. The only thing that would make him lose the prowess to be Ultimate Gohan is him losing his fighting ability, if that makes sense. So when he's out of shape, it's like somebody losing their abs. Like you're out of shape, got a little bit of a muffin top, maybe a little, you could pinch the rolls, right? That's more like what Ultimate Gohan, when he doesn't have, when he's tracksuit Gohan and his hair looks scruffy and stuff like that. That's more along those lines. I get it, y'all have negation, jeez. So yeah, it's more along the lines of that. I hope he goes a level above that, but I'm sure he'll get a new form. I do not think it'll just be like Super Saiyan. Okay, let's see their defense. Really, you guys are giving each other 50% support. Like it's and you're not even at 200k defense. STR Ultimate Gohan is a bizarre EZA. I don't think he's as bizarre as Into Golden Frieza. Into Golden Frieza is terrible, but his, I don't like. I can't trust STR Ultimate Gohan. He's so RNG based. His offense is not crazy impressive. His link set has always been problematic depending on how you set him up. And he's just, this like additional super he's doing right now is probably from his passive. Stuff like that is too chance based. And yeah, it was from his passive. He could do turns like this, right? Where he has what is essentially a 12 million attack stat in that one turn. But he's just so weird. I should have aimed him across the different Cell Juniors. I shouldn't have went for the AGL one. But yeah, I think Gohan's new form will hopefully not just be Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Ultimate Gohan. Like I want them to be more creative than that. I want them to also be, don't just do what you did with Trunks, where you make a form and it's based in anger and he's somehow just as strong as Super Saiyan God, Goku, and Vegeta, right? Like I want him to really be, I want the narrative to make sense, right? With Gohan, I'm sure he's gonna do it in a moment of crisis, right? It's Dragon Ball. I'm not stupid. He's gonna be in a desperate situation and he'll probably tap into that new form versus, who knows, maybe Gamma 1 or Gamma 2, both of them. Maybe those two will fuse and make a Gamma 3. Who the hell knows, right? This is a very different take on Dragon Ball movies. It's almost as if it's not based in the violence, which I love. Like I want to see how they fill up an hour and a half of like not necessarily trying to tell the same story over and over. Like the Broly movie was a really long combat scene. Like the Broly movie, he was fighting Broly and Broly was fighting Vegeta for like, I mean, it feels like 35-40 minutes. I don't want to overstate it, but it feels like the only intermission was when they teleported away to fuse or to train fusion, right? Let's do that. So yeah, I just want Gohan. I mean, one thing that's weird I remember in the Tournament of Power, Gohan said, I want to achieve a form that's somebody's never seen before. Like we've never, an unprecedented form. Bro, that's pretty much Ultimate Gohan, and that's pretty much Super Saiyan 2. Like, no one knew Super Saiyan 2 was on the way outside the narrative buildup. And obviously, like, Goku knew in a sense. But You get what I'm saying, right? So that's Gohan's character arc. The hybrid Saiyans are extremely unpredictable. But I'm all for seeing Gohan take W's, man. He deserves it. It's been a long time, so I'm all for seeing him. Wow, I didn't know they shared 4 links. That makes sense. I mean, Golden Warrior is shit, right? But I did not know they shared 4 links. That's nice. I gotta keep that in mind for future purposes. If I ever want to run a real like difficult content hybrid Saiyans team. What I love about Future Gohan right here, he's still gonna take nothing. Not because he's type advantaged, but just because he's like that. Look, 40k, bro, that's light, man. That's so light. And mind you, his defense is lower too on that. So yeah, he's so free. I once he gets into the later phases, he is so free. I did not mean to miss 2 in a row, but whatever. Plus, we get, character development for Pan. She's now a toddler. I think Pan is already more appealing to most people than GT Pan ever was. People hate GT Pan. So GT Pan, or no, excuse me, just like Kid Pan getting character development, being, all adorable and lovable and whatnot throughout the movie is going to be good for most, like, the Dragon Ball franchise, especially they try to appeal more towards younger audiences, it seems like nowadays. It's not as mature, obviously. Piccolo's new form, Piccolo getting love. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting like 12 years. When we found out Beerus was coming back and we were fighting, and I was like, oh, okay, Piccolo's in some of the combat scenes. Like, yeah, he's going to get washed, but I want to see what he does. He gets washed, right? Beerus washes him into whatever. Then, Resurrection F comes around. Oh, the Z Fighters, that was one thing they were hyping up. Like, oh, the Z Fighters reunite. They're going to be going to battle with each other, 5 versus 200, right? That was fire. They sold that. I mean, it was cool, right? Seeing them fight, but after the first time you see it, you realize they were really just filler. Like, it was like, I'm not impressed anymore. I think his new form, hopefully, I don't think it needs to be as strong as Super Saiyan Blue. I really don't feel like Dragon Ball needs to do that, but they're always going to try to. If Piccolo's new form is like Goku's present Super Saiyan God level, like when he was fighting, say, Broly, right? When he was fighting Wrathful Broly, if it's that level of power, that's fine. That's fine. Also, make sure you actually explain it well. I know how to, like I said, sometimes they do stuff out of like just impulse. Like you can't just, you gotta make sure it makes sense. Piccolo is the type, he's one of the only people who's in the lab as much as Goku. So if Piccolo gets this form like for no reason, I'm gonna be kind of pressed because one thing about his character is like he spends all his time alone. Piccolo has no friends. Piccolo's friends are Gohan and Gohan's family, and Goku's never around. Vegeta and him don't care about each other. Besides that one scene when the fish jumps, I love that. That scene is iconic. When the fish jumps, the fight's not over till the fish jumps when they're sitting on the iceberg. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. That scene is, I love that chemistry. It wasn't even chemistry. It was just a nice moment between Vegeta and Piccolo. For once, they were both being calm, quaint, and like non-violent, right? But I'd say, what else is there really? Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are one of my favorite villains in a long time. Like, Hit was cool, but he had no real personality. He was just calm, right? And that was his whole character trait, which is fine. That's not a bad thing per se. But Hit, or no, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, they got a bit of a swag about them. I like their drip, bro. I like the drip. I like the twinning, like you twinning them, right? Like I like the vibes they're giving off. I want them to stay alive, if that makes sense. Like I don't want them to die in the movie. I know it's typical of a lot of the movies to kill off, the main villain in Dragon Ball movies, but Dragon Ball Z movies, I should say. Dragon Ball Super movies have not been doing that at all. I mean, obviously Beerus is still here, Frieza is still alive. Well, Frieza died, but it came full circle, right? So that his is fair. Some people, only a couple of people don't like Frieza returning over and over. I love it. I love Frieza. But yeah, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, I want to see if they have decent personalities and they're well developed. I want to see how far they take that. There's so much more I want to say about the movie, but I guess I'll save it for a review I'll do in X amount of time. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it. Let me know your thoughts, man. It's Young Hitman. Young Hitman is out, man. Celebrating the release of Dragon Ball Super Superhero.